And I'm live. Fantastic. Alrighty, so this is going to be a little weird as I have been not focusing on Lego for a long time. And yeah, just wanted to, I don't know, kick it old school. So there's 39 products for review on Lego Ideas right now. I don't think this is the most that there's been, but this is, well, it's up there. I keep hitting the wrong button. So I guess we'll start the long process of going through it all. So the Forestman Secret Inn is up, and it's, a Forestman Secret Inn. It looks pretty great. Lego made the 3-in-1 castle to try to appease those of us that were asking for, a castle of some sort or something along those lines. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you can still see my face. And it's either hit or miss. Like, the Castle 3-in-1 was great. It's a fantastic set. And, the Blacksmith Shop, another fantastic set. And it seems like the fans, me, you, everybody that likes Lego, wants more castle. And when fan designers decide to make castle sets and they're awesome, and you're like, well, why don't we have more of this? Yeah, you kind of want to ask yourselves, why isn't this happening yet? But who knows? I know we're getting a big 90th anniversary castle set. I think it's the Lion set this year, but still, yeah. Anyway, so this is Orbiter 88's CONCORDE. For those of you that are not old enough to understand what the CONCORDE is, was a subsonic jet that went from New York to London. It was a 3-hour plane ride. It was great for, and France. And it was great for just travel in general. It was decommissioned back in the 90s, I believe. And yeah, it's cool. If you're a plane lover, that's right up your alley. Next one, we've got more of a traditional, set. We've got the top, which is, obviously some sort of apartment or coffee shop or whatever it is that makes sense in like the Lego universe. And underneath, you've got the underground train. Oh, so it's a drafting office up top. That's actually pretty cool. And then below, you can get your coffee or beverage of your choosing. You've got the train underneath, the underground train. Some great detailing on it. It looks great, but I don't see it happening. That's just me. I mean, the person that did this went into a lot of work. There's a lot of cool printing and things like that, but I just don't see it being a set. It'd be great, but probably not. And this is a toilet. All right. As you can see, it comes with everything that you would need to clean out said toilet, including a plumber. Fantastic job, Nick. I, for one, am not going to put money on this making it. Because it's a toilet. That's just me, though. So, yeah. Good times all around. Up next, we've got the Lego Koala. They've been doing a lot of animals lately in like the smaller packs and some of the bigger packs even too. So this would be cool. It comes with a little baby koala on the back, and this is by Lego Truman. Fantastic build from what I can tell. Since Lego Masters US anyway is focusing on these big character build sets and things like that, maybe it's rubbing off on us Americans. We can have some brick built characters. That'd be great. Another one coming up is The Wild West Mine by Disney Recreation. This looks like Big Thunder Mountain, but maybe I'm wrong. It looks cool. It'd just be a fun little thing to throw on your shelf, like most Lego things are these days, unless you're a kid and you play with it. I'm not seeing a lot of playability besides moving the minecart around. This looks like a ride that they're trying to masquerade as a set. But it looks cool. I just don't see it happening. I want to see it happen, but I doubt that we'll ever get our hands on it. Maybe through Bricklink stuff. So, a modular library. I know a while ago that there was something about no longer being able to do modulars because it fits in with an IP or some stupid excuse like that. I don't mean to be that critical of it, but you can't claim Anyway, it's a great set. I don't particularly have any modulars, but this is awesome. I love the pencil bench out front. I love kind of how they made it to fit with the time frame of the other modulars that are out, so that weird 50s, almost 60s time frame. I love the bus. I love the bookshelves. This is an awesome set. This is a great build, and I hope that we see it. So that's one. That's one pick for Jeff. Steampunk Airship. Rewind to the quarantine cast in like 2020, 21, and I got to interview the dude that built this. And we even named the pilot or the captain, like Ian McLeod or something like that. Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back, the old boat holes. Why not, right? I would love to see this as a set. This is, everybody has a secret fandom that they really enjoy, and there's the Infinity. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything in the chat. But yeah, steampunk is awesome, and we really need some steampunk sets. Unless you count the Lego Academy stuff that we got way back in the day, but nobody does that. Nobody. So there's that. Good times. So, moving right along, we're on number 9, Tales of the Space Age. So this is pretty awesome for multiple reasons. The first one being, they remind me of posters that Emily and I have in our house, and they're just nice little, space things. And we've always want more space, could always use more space. Once again, this is another situation where the fans have spoken out, and they've gone, hey, we want some space, and want it, kind of adulty, so we can put it on our desk or put it on our bookshelf. And that'd be great. These would be awesome. I'm not going to pout that as my number 2, though. So the original Kit Kat clock. I see problems with this because it is an IP. What's an IP? It's an intellectual property. They would have to get the rights to build this. And, I hope they do. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. This is not my number 2 pick, though. It's neat, and I like it. And I love the gear work, and I love the fact that it's a functioning clock, and that you can literally hang it wherever you want. But I don't see it happening simply because of the IP issues. So Santa's Cottage, we'll go in with, the other Santa and Christmas Village stuff that Lego's put out, or Holiday Village, or whatever you want to call it. This is an existing theme, though, for the most part. I don't see it happening. I want to see it happen, and it'd be great if it did, but once again, this is adding to a existing theme, and I think that's one of the no-nos in Lego ideas. I could be wrong. So, Mach Patrol is based on an old anime called something 3, D3, something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but it's an IP. Lego would have to buy the IP to produce the sets. I'm not seeing this happening anytime soon. Call me Debbie Downer all you want, but I don't see it happening. I guess the car turns into a plane. Or you can build two things. You can build a car and a plane. Kind of reminds me of Mask. Not the Jim Carrey movie. And the Polar Express. So everybody loves trains. I love trains. But again, this is an IP. This is something that Lego would have to purchase the rights to. I don't know if they have the rights to it or not because of all the train shenanigans. But since they called it the Polar Express, I don't see it happening. I'd really love it if it did, though. Lego Insects goes in line with the Lego Birds that came out a few years ago. These are pretty cool. I could see this happening. I think that out of what we've seen so far, this is one of those that will just show up simply because people like this stuff. There's a lot more people that enjoy these fun little builds that you can put on your desk. Science teachers, stuff like that. So this is an absolutely amazing build. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take a little sip here. The 747 cockpit is huge. Not minifigure scaled, but it's a cockpit. I mean, I don't see it happening. I want to see it happen, but I don't see it happening. That's not my number 2. Plus the fact that it says Boeing 747 is an IP, so I'd count that out. The Sherlock Holmes set. Yep, that's another intellectual property. I don't know if it's under free use or free rights right now, but again, I want this to happen as a fan of Sherlock Holmes. I want this to happen because I love Sherlock Holmes. But I just don't. Also, they need the hat that the minifigure came with, not whatever that nonsense is. That brown, that's just not right. But it's a great build. It's awesome. I mean, look at it. It's got everything on the sides here. It's got a nice attic. It's got the 3 floors. You got Watson and Holmes in their own little areas. Comes with the housekeeper. Comes with Moriarty. Comes with Watson. You know, they got a cool carriage that is a convertible. Go figure. It's great. It looks dope, and it's modular, and it would fit in with the rest of them. But again, this is an IP. So up next, the Adventure Box. I haven't looked at this. I don't know what it is, but let's check it out. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it just holds Ninjago stuff. Okay, moving right along. Up next, we've got another train. This is a suspension railway. I believe this is based off of a train in Germany. I could be horribly mistaken. I don't know. Yep. Okay. It's the oldest electric elevated railway with hanging cars in the world. It's been a main landmark. I don't know, kinds of merchandise. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Suspension railway is beautiful new place. So this would be great in Germany, and this if this were a region specific Lego idea set, I could see it doing well. I don't see it doing well in the States, except for all the train guys. So still not my number 2 pick. This is starting to get a little disappointing. This would go in line with all the succulents and plants that we've been getting in Lego lately. Hanging plants. So instead of buying plastic, fake plants, you get Lego plants made by plants with plants for Lego plants. Go for it. So this is my second pick, the Polaroid ONESTEP XX70. Again, Polaroid. Polaroid is a brand, so that is another IP. But part of me wants this to succeed. So this is my number 2 pick, even though I know it'll be told not to. It's a really awesome design. It's a really great build. It reminds me of the typewriter, of the mechanical issues that are there in it. It looks awesome. It just reminds me of taking pictures back when I was a kiddo. I would love this camera in Lego form, but this is my number 2 pick. But again, I don't see it happening because of what, yeah. So this is a cool opera house. Again, in the modular form, you can see that we got a little bit of stuff going on in the back over here on the sides. Those gray walls and everything else. Hey, Taz. Good to see you too, bud. Just doing a little bit of review of the crazy 39 sets that we got from Lego Reviews. Just going over it with some, you guys. But awesome detailing, just all around. Love the chromed out gold. Fantastic floor level. Modular, like I said. It's got awesome details on the inside. And it's a great theater. It looks fantastic. This would be a fantastic addition to any Lego city. Seriously. It looks great. Throw in an opera house. Watch Deflator Mouse. Get scared. Have your parents get killed outside in the alley. Become Batman. Boom. Will it happen? Who knows? Again, it's a modular, and we've seen how modulars go. So this is an awesome rally car. If you like rally racing, this was a car that basically won a lot of races back in the day. It was almost perfect. This would fit right along with Technic and all things related, or in, if you're a Speed Champions fan. Highly detailed interior. I kind of love it. So you've got your driver's side and you've got your navigator side, and there's a whole code that they can speak. A lot of stickers I see on this thing that makes me unhappy. And without the stickers, it looks like a hatchback that your mom would drive when she'd be picking you up from like soccer practice or like cricket. I don't know. But it is what it is, right? I don't see it happening. Lance Delta is a car brand. IPs all over the place. Already up next, we've got the Castle of Brickwood Forest, which, holy smokes, this is what the 3-in-1 should have been. So they were nice enough to give us three more Knights of the Falcons, which is awesome. You also get a cool Forestman there, 4 Knights of the Falcons. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5 on the inside there. But you also get a Forestman who's planning to rob the caravan there, and it looks like they're going to be taking out the Red Knights. Got an awesome interior that opens up much like a dollhouse. I love the dollhouse interiors. If people were around and you remember, I was trying to build something along these lines with my inn that is still sitting up in my closet. But as you can see, the floors do slide in and out. That's an awesome design. So you could have more room or less room or whatever you would like. It's pretty cool. The castle interior isn't that big, and it doesn't have to be. So you've got your invading army here. You've got 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 falcons, and then a 4th dude that's helping them. Sort of like a castle breaker, like a rogue. You've got a princess. You've got the forestmen, and you've got the red dudes. So there you go. Pretty awesome all around. I love the detailing of the 1x1 tiles with the falcon signal on there. It looks great. I think this will be number 3 for me. So number 3 pick is this castle. Once again, another medieval castle set on reviews. So this is the Gilmore Girls house. Once again, this is an IP. If you liked the Gilmore Girls, then you were probably married to a woman that watched it, and therefore you had to watch it, and therefore you started to like it. That's what happened to me. I really loved how fast they spoke. I liked the plot lines. I could care less about the Joe, what's your name, will they, won't they crap. I just liked watching the show because it was funny. And also there was a Winchester on here before it was a Winchester. There's a lot of jokes made on who's it's. Honey, what was that show with the Winchester guys? They hunted demons. Supernatural. So, yeah. Up next, we've got the Aladdin set, and this is pretty awesome. The 30th anniversary of the film is out with the late, great Robin Williams and the guy from Full House that played DJ's boyfriend. He's still alive, but Robin Williams is unfortunately not. And this is awesome. It looks like you can replay the parade as much as you want. They didn't give Aladdin the suit, though, which is kind of a bummer. The mouth of Ra, the genie does that, and that's terrifying. Holy God. The whole thing does look like it spins, so that's great. The hands move. They can dance. That's awesome. They look pretty fantastic all around, if I'm being honest with you. This is not a set for me. Hard pass. So, it'd be great if they did it, though. I mean, 30th anniversary. Market Village, this is number 3 in the medieval line that we've gotten with 3 small modular buildings. We'll illustrate that here pretty soon. Pretty great. You get plenty of minifigures with this. I'm pretty sure that they wanted to sneak in a goat, but maybe they didn't for some reason. Got a knight trying to woo a lady till he finds out that she's secretly a commoner, and there's a whole thing, and trial by fire, and yada shmada. Got a blacksmith working. We got blacksmith shop right there. Got storage underneath. Got another house there. Some sort of plague doctor? I don't know. He's all in black. Maybe it's a thief trying to break into that place. But pretty cool. Those are all the minifigures that you get. Those are pretty great. I like them a lot. Looks awesome. Hope that we see this one. Once again, LEGO fans are speaking out. Air Jordans by Nike. It's an IP. A lot of sneakerheads out there lately, and a lot of sneakerheads have been looking into Lego simply because of how fun Lego is and because of social media and YouTube personalities buying shoes and Lego. And with the Adidas that came out and people went nuts for them, I can see people going nuts for these. If you're a sneakerhead, uh, chances are we might not get them unless they come out under the Spider-Man IP. Get rid of the Nike Air on it, maybe modify the swoop a little bit so it can be, like Miles Morales. This is the second snowy visit or Christmassy scene that we've had in Lego Ideas this year so far. It looks awesome. I think there's a vague rule about adding on to the themes, though, and I think that this is uneligible just to get made, but it's in the review stance, so who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But it looks great. If you needed to add a barber shop, to your to your Lego village, there you go. We've got some elves on the ice skating. We've got that cool snowman. Not a whole lot of new pieces. I see different pieces in different colors, some printing here and there. But this looks doable. This looks like it'd be very doable, which is cool. It's great. Up next, we've got the Legend of the Sea Serpent, which looks awesome. That sea serpent looks horrible. That man is going to die. He's not going to win this fight, ladies and gentlemen. But he'll go down trying. And we got the person upstairs who's Saban and kid who's terrified beyond all his minds because they still live here. I love that detail of the tail coming up from the water and going over the boat. That is just fantastic, and there's an overall view of it. It looks great. It looks fantastic. And very much a apt response from the man who's trying to kill it, the child that is terrified with the horrible haircut, and then the mom who just wants to have a clean house, I guess. The Orient Express, I believe, is a nice train. And it is. Now, since they didn't put murder on the Orient Express, it might be okay. But, there's actually a real train called the Orient Express as well. There's some nice builds in there. You've got a nice little cargo room. You've got a nice little dining cart room. If we had more cars to this, I think it would be more enjoyable. As it is right now, I don't know. Train guys, tell me what's up. I'm not a fan of this. That's just me, though. Notting Hill kind of reminds me of a movie, but I also know that there's Notting Hill is an actual thing. It looks like a marketplace over in London. Most famous for street markets. Notting Hill, it's beautiful. Okay, there you go. So there you go. It's nice. It'd be cool, like bigger architecture set, I guess. You could just put up. Love the coloring on it. Love the style of it. It'd be awesome. You get some good minifigures with it. Looks like it sits on a stand okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this set. It looks awesome. Will we see it? I don't know. We've got another train. This is a pneumatic steam locomotive. Leaves steam locomotives. So there we go. We've got this. You made a little video for it. If this plays. Yeah, that's horrible. But you can see the inner workings of it, how it all works, kind of giving away the secrets to the trick there, bud. Pretty awesome. Train nerds and train heads will probably love this, but to the normal Lego person, it looks way too complicated. At least to me, it does. I wouldn't want to build this. I especially wouldn't want to tackle the locomotive housing. But, I'm wrong about a lot of things. So I hope that these people get their trains. Maybe not just that one. Farm Life City Farm is coming out soon, and we've all seen images of that. And once again, a Lego fan has been like, "Nah, but here it is, but better." And I'd be thrilled to death to see this. Once again, they're keeping with the same aesthetic as all the other city stuff. This looks like it would be on the edge of a modular city with the way that old style truck is. The building itself is pretty sound. I like the fact that it opens up all over the place, the farm, as it were. The only thing I have to ask is, where is the farmhouse? They don't live in the barn unless they do, in which case that's all right. But this looks like it's half done, and I wish that it was fully done. And that's not to say anything rude about the person that designed it. That's not to say anything bad, but I want more of this. I want the farmhouse that goes with this rather than just the barn. So Satisfactory is an awesome game. If you ever watch a dude named Let's Game It Out on YouTube, he went crazy with this game, and it was fantastic. It looks like somebody built a constructor for it. On this game, you basically industrialize a planet by taking over most of the life and turning it into product for the galaxy at large. For gamers out there, I'm sure they'd love it, but not a lot of folks, I think, would. I love this simply because of the connection that I have with the game, but again, this is a game, this is an IP. I don't see it happening. So this is a art piece. It looks like it'd be a medieval set, but I don't think that it is. The way that it's designed is that you would have Lego overlapping on a corner of a table, but who the hell has that much, know-how to put things where it needs to be or even display it like that? This looks great alone. If you got rid of living on the edge, you of course would have the argument of, well, then, it's just another tower build, but the tower build is awesome. It looks great. It is sort of a medievally build. Looks like you got Ben Franklin out front for some reason. But it's awesome. It's great. I don't see it happening because of the creativity that went into this. To replicate that in someone's home, to do that in someone's home would have to be optional. And then, once again, if you're using it as a piece to look at, why bother? It's an awesome build, though. Yep, those are minerals. So whoever did this put a lot of work into it. And I know a lot of rockhounds that are also Lego people and geochasing and everything else. I see it happening, maybe, but I don't. It's kind of like the bugs in the Lego sets that have come out in the past few years. It's so niche that I just don't see it happening. But like I said, I'm wrong a lot, so that's okay. How you do, Double King? Thank you very much. That is a great channel, and how you doing, man? Good to see you. Just going over the new Lego review, this stuff. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is an IP. It's owned by Disney, and thank the Lord that Disney and Lego are giving each other adult handshakes. This thing looks great and awesome in so many different ways. It reminds me of my childhood. I used to watch this quite a bit when I was a kiddo. I want that Montgomery Jack figure, just that simple. This is awesome all around. I love the base. I love the little ship. I love the symbol. This builder nailed it. I hope that we see this. In all honesty, this will be one of the few idea sets that I have thrown money at with the intention of buying. So please take my money. This is pick number 4 for me. Antique cash register. We saw this happen with the safe. We saw this happen with some other things. This is going to be on Bricklink's, after products. It is. I don't see this being produced. I don't see this happening. But through the Bricklink program, yeah, 100%. I see it happening there. So, looks like we're going to take a pass. And finally, Jules Verne's Nautilus. So, once again, this is kind of a weird thing. I need to get up to date on my copyright law because I don't know if this is for use or not. Emily, is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, is that free use or is that still copywritten?
It's old enough to be free use.
Yeah, but I thought Disney owns the rights.
It would not surprise me.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, my expert says that I'm right, of course, like a million times, but in reality, we don't know. I don't know if this is free use or not. It's old enough to be free use, but the characters in here are definitely based on the Disney characters from the movie, and he even went to put the names on them. Great. That being said, this would be a Disney IP. It'd be awesome if we got it. This would be my last pick, also pick number 5, simply because of how great it is and what the movie and the book meant to me when I was a kid. But I just don't see it happening. Anyway, so that was that's the reviews for all that stuff. And yeah, I don't know how to work OBS apparently. There we go. Turn that off. I'm gonna go here. Here's Jeff. So yeah, tell me what you guys thought. Tell me, in the comments below, like what do you want to see? What don't you want to see? Why don't we have more classic key space sets that are coming? What's going on? What's the dealio, as it were? So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Gonna try to be doing more Lego stuff soon. Not sure when. House is currently still under construction, and I had some time tonight. So see you later. Have a great time. Thanks for watching. Trans rights are in fact human rights. And if you live in the States right now, you know that something from the Supreme Court got overturned. Let's hope Congress fixes that. Because a lady's body is her own fucking business. Bye, everybody!